Hello. I'm here to share with you some info how to seduce a girl within 60 seconds. Are you the type of guy that hangs out by yourself at the bar? If this is the case, you've probably seen the player walk in and make out with a girl within a matter of seconds. This can be quite the experience and can make you question your abilities. Despite your misconception, this isn't some type of magical spell the player has casted on that beautiful lady. In fact, the ways to attract women fast aren't magical or mystical. There is a simple process that can be replicated by anyone. By following the simple steps, it is entirely possible for you to attract a girl just as easy. Within this article, you will be able to find a comprehensive breakdown of these steps. First and foremost, you should know that the major advantage that player has over you is his ability to recognize a female who is prepared to make out. At first, this might sound concocted and stupid, but it is entirely true. By walking into a bar and now knowing that signs that a girl is ready to make out, your chances of trying to make out with a girl for the first time are slim to none. With this in mind, it is absolutely imperative to learn how to recognize a girl who is willing and ready to make out. It is vital to know that women are just as sexual as you are. In fact, many are even more sexual. Unfortunately, many guys are simply too afraid, and this results in them failing to seduce a girl fast. When this happens, it ends badly for both parties. Not only do you go home empty-handed, but your potential significant other also goes home empty-handed and possibly angry, because she isn't being approached. Your first goal is to learn how to recognize a willing girl within a matter of seconds. You can rest assured knowing that there are a few indications that the girl you're eyeballing is willing to go. What to look for when learning how to seduce a girl fast. First, it is vital to take note of women that have a constant habit of looking down. This is often an indicator that your target is contemplating her emotions. By looking around, your brain kicks into action and begins switching on other aspects of the brain. This is often referred to as eye-accessing cues and can help to tell you a lot about an individual. When you spot a woman who is constantly looking down, you can guarantee that she is reflecting on her emotions. So, what should you do when you make eye contact with her? Take note of her actions. Does she look at you and instantly drop her head back down, or just her eyes? If her head drops downward as well, she is actually showing her willingness to play submissive. Ready to learn how to seduce a girl? This is your chance. She is open to your ploy. If your target smiles and continues looking in your direction, you're going to have a much more difficult time seducing your woman. When she doesn't show any sign of turning away, she isn't willing to submit, and you will need to work harder for it. Don't bother and attempt to find the girl who is willing to submit. As you go along and begin learning how to attract a girl, you will find that those that are submissive are much easier to seduce. Of course, this is only one item to look for in your target. Another thing to look for is a wandering eye. Is your target scanning the room? This is essential and can help you determine whether or not your target is going to be easy to seduce. If your target is maintaining eye contact with someone else, you're going to have a hard time breaking the chain. Instead, you should look for a woman who is in a conversation, but is scanning the room. This is the type of woman that you'll be able to seduce right away. Finally, there are some other things to take into consideration as well. The way your target is dressed and carries herself is crucial. Take note of her feet and body positioning. If her feet are approximately shoulder width apart, you will have a much more difficult time seducing her. This type of dominant position is telling you that she isn't going to be seduced easily. Instead, you should look for a woman who makes herself as small as possible. When learning how to attract girls fast, you will always want to target out those that attempt to make themselves unseen. Of course, your target's wardrobe is also essential. When you see a girl that is dressed for attention, you should know she isn't going to be easy to seduce. Women that are seeking attention aren't going to be easy to work over. Instead, you will want to find the girl who is in the middle of the equation. Find the one that wants a little attention, but doesn't show it excessively. Target the women that seem to be in the middle and want some attention, but not a lot. Women that are enjoying a nice vacation will often hit the mark here. These women are open-minded and are trying to make new connections. Therefore, you should target them out specifically. In the scheme of learning how to attract women, you've successfully learned how to spot them. Of course, you're not done yet. You should make sure that you watch your target for a period of time before you take action. You need to be able to recognize and acknowledge the girls that are ready to be approached. If you think they might not be ready, you should walk away and find someone who is. Still, if you're up the challenge, you should consider targeting her out anyway. You never know what could potentially happen. So, what happens once you've found that girl that is ready to go? It is time for the real challenge to begin. How to attract girls, what to do when you've found them. Finally, it is time to get down to the scary aspect of seducing a woman. So, how do you approach the situation? Well, you need to make sure that you learn how to control your target's zone. If you want to come across as confident and worth the effort, you need to learn how to control her zone like a professional player. At this point, you will need to learn how to begin taking control of the situation and bringing your target to a level that is equal to yours. When she drops to your level, you will be able to seduce her and make out with her quickly. In order for you to learn how to pull this off successfully, you will want to deliver your action with a punch. Therefore, I am going to provide you with a quick, surefire way to pull it off successfully. In order to allow you to rush right out and practice on your own, I will attempt to provide you with this information as rapidly as possible. This will help to ensure that you'll be able to begin practicing right away. Remember that practice makes perfect and patience is a key virtue. So, are you ready to begin becoming a master of seducing women? Here we go. Make sure to strut right up to your target and wait for her to look at you. As soon as you make eye contact with your target, you should proceed very slowly and place your finger up to your lips. Instruct her that she shouldn't say anything. Next, you will want to speak in a slow and deliberate manner. deepen the tone of your vocals and tell your target to stop speaking and to hold on 1 second. It is essential to rely on a tad bit of NLP here, if you want to be successful. As soon as she hears you tell her to stop or wait, she is going to instantly think about whatever you say next. Think about it like this. If you tell her not to think about a red car, she is immediately going to begin thinking about that red car in one way or another. So, what is going to happen if you tell her not to make out with you? Although her conscious mind might hear one thing, her subconscious mind will hear another. By doing this, you are actually using social engineering as a way to convince her that it is her idea to make out with you. Once you've finished your magic, your target will immediately feel the urge to make out with you. Her mind will tell her that she should do it, and she will. During this step of learning how to attract a woman, you should know that you are going to be playing with your target's subconscious mind a lot. This can help to speed up the process, but it is vital to make sure that you do not use this for evil. A lot of people will attempt to use these techniques to seduce women that aren't willing to be seduced. This can be very detrimental to you and your target. Therefore, you should only seek out the women who actually want to be seduced. So, how does it work again? Well, you should approach your target and wait to make eye contact. Once this happens, you will want to immediately, but slowly, put your finger up to your lips and tell her to stop talking. It is possible to use many different words or phrases here, such as don't or no. Next, you will want to jump right into your next sentence, which is where you will seal her fate. Tell her that the both of you are going to make out and nobody will ever know about it. At this point, you will want to start leaning in slowly towards the girl. Be sure to make contact with her eyes and lips repeatedly. This will rely on the knowledge of triangulation and will encourage her to go for it. Remember that a little bit of practice can go a long way. Practicing this repeatedly will get the job done and you'll learn how to do it without hesitation. Sure signs that it is working. If you genuinely want to know if these seductive techniques are working, then ask yourself, is she looking at my lips? If she is making eye contact with you and eyeing your lips, then you are making some progress and this is the green light that you have been waiting for. If she is not looking directly at your lips, be sure to immediately turn away from her. Wait 5 seconds, and then turn back around towards her, because this will give her mind enough time to make a full reset. This is a great opportunity for you to start afresh. This technique is known as a phenomenon of psychology and it is just part of being a human. If she is becoming resistant to your seductive nature, then it may be time for you to move on, but if she smiles at you, then go ahead and move forward quickly. You should be able to see obvious signs of pleasure and excitement on her face, if she is interested in your proposal. Slowly approach her and softly speak into her ear, but avoid using a loud or harsh tone, because you do not want to drive her away as soon as you have gotten her attention. Speak quietly, so that only she can hear what you are saying. Whisper if you must. Popular love quotes. Some love quotes that have and still work for me are, "No one is looking and it is our little secret and I promise not to tell, if you do not tell." while I am speaking love words into her ear, I am softly exhaling air onto her neckline. If she is turned on, you will be able to feel her excitement and she will gently push her body up next to yours. Intimate gestures. Intimate gestures can come in handy when you are trying to make out with a girl at a club. Just gently exhale a little while you are speaking to her, but softly breathe some air onto her neckline. If this does not do the trick, then you may be out of luck, but more than likely her hormones will begin to work overtime. Another successful technique on how to get a girl into bed fast is to softly speak in her ear, while slowly inching your way to touching her cheek with yours. This technique always works, so you should slowly move your mouth close to hers, but avoid trying to take this step too far. Instead, gently give her a peck on her lips, while watching her reaction. If she is into you, you will know it, because she will become excited. Take the time lapse into consideration, because 30-40 seconds is entirely too long. Practice makes perfect. If you have confidence in yourself, the technique will work, but this does not mean that you should use it every time. This tactic should be kept in your bag of seductive arsenals, because other guys and I have used it and it genuinely works. Now this is not to say that you will not need to do a bit of practicing. You will want to start out with 1-2 minute practice sessions, until you become confident enough to complete it successfully in less than 1 minute. I suggest that you to arm yourself with the right tools. It is never easy to learn how to attract women fast, but I am teaching you all the tricks of the trade that will help you reach your goals. No time to waste. The key to success is not to hesitate when you approach the girl, because there is no time to waste. If she sees that you are hesitant, you may have lost out on a seductive golden opportunity. If she is turned off in your unwillingness to engage in conversation with her, she will seek out for other men to give her what she so desires. As soon as you notice her and feel her pulling you in, be sure to approach her immediately and give her what she wants, which is being seduced by you. Becoming a rock star seducer. Once you have learned how to woo a girl into bed fast, you will have earned the title, rock star seducer. You must remember that all the techniques above and always keep your voice at a very low tone when you are speaking to her. There is nothing more of a turn-off to a woman than a loud-mouthed male. Always touch her softly and slowly, so she does not become uncomfortable and turn away from you. Another thing that is vital is to make sure that she is on the same level as you, before you make any attempts to seduce her. Conclusion. NLP to seduce a woman, girl are hypnosis techniques that will help you induce a seductive trance on her, while allowing you the opportunity to make a connection. Of course, I am the expert in the field of how to woo a girl into bed, because I know all the tricks of the trade and shortcuts that I am willing to share with you. Feministic characteristics of women that want to be seduced are also crucial, if you want to be able to make out with a female in less than 60 seconds. Take the time to discover my top 3 seduction secrets. Click the link below this video. Thanks for watching. Please click my link in description for more information. Bye.